Hello, it's Matt again. We're looking at Nightwish the Islander. I saw recently someone put a comment about the guitarist for Nightwish playing in D standard tuning. So this is just going to be a little video briefly explaining the changes you have to make from my original video, which is in E standard tuning, and the difference between D standard tuning. Okay, so a quick explanation of D standard tuning. But everything is 2 steps or frets lower in pitch. So the strings will be the pitches of D, G, C, F, A, and D. So if you want to play Nightwish the Islander in D standard tuning, there are 2 ways you can go about it. The first way, the simplest way, involves one of these, a capo, which you snap onto the frets of your guitar somewhere along the neck, and it basically makes it 0, so to speak. So when you look at a tab that's got like a capo on the 4th fret, it's essentially makes the 4th fret open, and everything above that, so like open 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. So if you've seen, or if you know how to play the Islander already, and you want to play it in D standard, and you've got a capo, put it on the 2nd fret, which effectively makes your D standard tuning guitar barred across the 2nd fret, which means that your strings go back to being E, B, E, A, D, G, B, E, and then you can play everything, like that, but your open is obviously 2, your 4 becomes 6, and then likewise for everything else on the fretboard. So that's way number 1, sort of. Basically, take a tab or all the frets you play and shift them up 2 frets when you're playing in D standard. So playing the Islander in D standard without a capo requires some minute changes. Firstly, we're going to address the intro, and normally it's played, and we're using the open strings, but because we're in a lower pitch in D standard, if we transpose the pitch 2 frets up, so it's starting here, if we play the open string, it's different to, you effectively need to have that reached like that between 2 and 6. So the intro main riff, essentially we can't play 4 and open on the G and B strings, so you're just going to have to settle with playing 1, or because you want to be catching 6 on the G with your ring finger, and then you want your index and middle available to. So I'll just run through quickly on the neck the way that you can play it, but obviously there are a couple of variations, possibility, different ways to play the main intro theme. Anyway, here we go. So quickly there, it's essentially, it's all the same notes as my original video, but we're starting on 6 on what would be the G, and then so striking that, we can't have the open because that's a different note, obviously, and it's not really practicable to reach. Anyway, 6 on the G, and then while holding that with your ring, catch 4 and 5, 4 on the B, but then we're going to have to shift down between 2 and 4 to catch that hammer on, because obviously we can't use the open. So yeah, catching between 2 and 4 on the B there with your index and ring, and then catching 4 on the G, sliding up to 6, and then index on 6 on the D, as per usual. For the second half, begin on 4 of the D, and then index finger on 2, hammer and pull off, down to 4 on the A, slide up to 7, down to 6, down to, that pattern is all the same. The only different bit is, so you need to change your fingering around there because we effectively have to make that second fret the open. And that's the only thing, and in terms of ending, you're not going to be able to play the open in the 3 strings there, so you're just going to have to settle for 6/6 and then not playing the B unless you can reach like that, but it's a little bit inconvenient to do so. In terms of chords in verse and chorus, because we don't have the capo, we're basically going to have to play all those chords as bar chords around the neck. So for the verse, we've got, that's all fairly straightforward on the 4th fret, so you're looking at a C sharp minor effectively. And then for the second half of the verse, so your B major bar chord position, so barring with your index along 2 from the A to the E, and then 3 fingers catching 4/4, and then 2 on the top. So dum dum dum. The G, since we don't have this barred as always, we have to play as a bar chord up on the 5th fret of the low E string. So yeah, major bar chord shape there. So hopefully that's fairly straightforward. For the chorus, that's what we're playing. On the low E, 5th fret, major bar chord shape. And then 7 on the A string, major bar chord shape here. So I tend to only play 7, 9, 9, 9 and not play the 7. But then we're hopping down to 2, 4, 4, 4, 2, and then 4, 6, 6, 5, 4. So once again, and yeah, that's essentially the chorus. Oh, sorry, and the E, we were just taking 2nd fret and the other low E string, so like an F minor shape, and the bar chord, so 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, then back up to the minor. So yeah. That's essentially it. To be a bit more eloquent about why I don't like that high note there, is because we would normally be playing, and it seems a bit out of place to have effectively, because that's what this high note sort of represents. But yeah, as we don't have the open strings, we can't do a D shape, so we have to come up there. That's probably not explained very well, but hopefully it makes enough sense for it to be of some use to you. Anyway, that should wrap up covering the Islander by Nightwish in D standard. Obviously you'll need to watch my main video for it, which is in standard tuning, to sort of be able to play the song, but hopefully that clears up any issues. Thank you.